Now, stage one of the Grand Prix then for the McLaren F1 Le Mans, and yeah, cool little car. I mentioned this in another video, but like an absolute supercar from 1995, definitely one that I'm gunning for myself. And yeah, I got here like the prizes for it will show I actually landed into a tier 2 group, so decal's still a possibility. I recognize a couple of the names of racers in my group, so we'll have to see how I can get on for a key pack. But 5 guaranteed keys in here, and then it's down to the key packs. These are always like a 2% drop chance from the key pack, so position 6 here effectively works out as being a 50% chance of getting a key, 40% chance, and kind of down along to, yeah, that 20% chance for position 12. Still, you know, a chance to get it. Now, I mentioned this in another video, but the McLaren F1 LM, fantastic car. And there is that thing of the fact that like it is a king really in the B class. However, Grand Prix, always you have to look at your group. Say in my group there is 5 guaranteed keys. That means there's 15 people who are not getting a guaranteed key. You might be talking about in total from a tier 2 group possibly about 7 or 8 keys, the way those packs work out, you know. So definitely look at your group, try and spot people who are garage level 18, like rep level 100, or from clubs like say the top end clubs really from the leaderboards. If you just click on the information on any of the players in your group, you'll see kind of yeah, what their background is in the game. And I'd always say it, if you're going to spend on these Grand Prix cars, and the McLaren F1 LM is something you really kind of should consider, then you want to do it earlier rather than later, because it is one where the earlier that you kind of invest into the car, the more use you'll get out of the packs. So what I'm going to do with this is a practice run with the 1-star version of this car, put in an okay-ish time, and then I'm going to tune it up quite a bit, because yeah, I want to unlock this car, and yeah, I've got some tokens and stuff, so I'm going to chuck a couple of thousand tokens down on this, gear it up and tune it up once or twice at least anyway, depending on how those packs go. And yeah, I just see kind of like I said, I'll do this with the practice, with it being at 1 star, just to kind of give an idea of the pathway that I'm using. I think this is water side, so there's not a whole lot you can do with this track really. It is just down to, yeah, that acceleration at the start on the car, and it's just getting it straight across that wharf area. So I'm going to do that in the 1-star version of this car. Then I'm going to throw some tokens down on it, get the few stars up, tune it up, and then come back in here, do another practice run at the 2 or 3 stars, and then yeah, bring it for an actual live run and put any time on that. Now I'm just going to do one then for speed, and with this you're definitely not going to get the actual, like, all the nitro bottles on this realistically, going for just straight up speed in this car. And yeah, so you're going to need to get those conditions separately, so as yeah, to get the actual blueprints and stuff for the car. But still, just for speed in this, you're going to give a launch burst of nitro, pick up the near miss from the bus, pick up nitro bottles, and keep the car straight as possible coming around here. Definitely the blue nitro state, and just going to be imperfecting then up in the barrel ramp here, launch it down onto the wharf area. And this thing is scary fast for a 1-star car. Like, that is 33 seconds even for, yeah, that very first star. So really is quite a capable little machine even at 1 star. It's definitely, it'll be possible to tidy that up a small bit, but that is generally cool, an F1 LM blueprint from those packs. But yeah, that's definitely the route that I would use with this, regardless of the star rating. I am going to focus here though on getting the nitro bottles, and then yeah, getting the 36 seconds one more time, just to get the blueprints for that and see where the car comes to rest then with me, because I've got just 3 fuel units left on this one. No, there we go. And yeah, really slow and yeah, meticulous run to get the last one, and actually double back around because I missed a nitro bottle. But yeah, there's the final condition, 10k, and 2 blueprints for that, so not too bad. Let's see what do we actually need in for the next upgrades. Now, so just in terms of exactly how many blueprints and stuff this requires, so car ranks and your blueprints down along. Yeah, obviously in the multiplayer season that we got just previously, this car was at 4,300 rating, which is insane for a B-class car. That said, it's still a 3.9k beast when it's at that 5th star. What I'm kind of aiming to take away from this is hopefully a kind of 4-star version of the car. So I would like that. A 3.5k rating really is going to be a nuts thing, but still, yeah, it's obviously going to be quite a few blueprints required for that, and I'm going to throw down some right away to just start this up, because admittedly Waterside, it's not going to benefit too much this track from getting those blueprints right away, because this is a short track and it's more so down to just nailing that barrel roll over the water correctly. However, as you see here, these are the tracks that are going to be featured this Grand Prix. So Waterside stage 1, Stage 2, US Midwest, Whirlwind Curve. Now, yeah, that is a long track, so definitely one where you're going to be like wanting to have the car tuned up quite a bit. Caribbean Hotel Road, I don't think that's a long track, but usually these go long, short, long, short, long, short. So yeah, the Osaka Tour on stage 4 is a long track for sure. Lighthouse is a very short Scotland track, that one with the little jump over after the drop down at the start. And then Podung Rise in Shanghai is absolutely going to be a place where people who star up the car are going to have a huge advantage. But like I said, Waterside, not so much. That's going to be just down to a case of those who hit that barrel roll ramp and nail it properly with the shockwave. You're going to get the most out of this track. This is not really a tuned stage, so yeah, people will be on a kind of level stage here. I have a feeling Whirlwind Curve is where you'll see after that stage 2 who's going to come away with some keys basically already from that. So yeah, those are the tracks and the ranks required anyway for this Grand Prix. But let's see, where's my car actually sitting at then? I need to get myself 14 blueprints for that 1st star at least, and then I think it's a 34 for the 2nd one. So the packs for this one are not 75 tokens as well, they are 90, so it's a more costly car for sure. But yeah, this is one where I do really want to come away from this car. Now, like I said, there's at least 2 people inside my group that are going to be troublesome, should we say, but I'll see. I'll do what I can, and always with these things, it's a case of like, yeah, try your best, see how you get on, and yeah, if you win the car, cool. If you don't win the car, yeah, this would be car number 100 most likely for my garage, I think, so that would be nice. Ha! Oh, this game, never change. Let's see, how's the shop work this time? No, it seems to have a shutter for itself. And yeah, it is just gonna be, oh, I'll just come back out for a second, because yep, game getting stuck on those first relay packs. You can see it definitely having a shutter for itself with each one of the packs as it loads up along, but so many, 99 euros, insane. So many different DLCs to actually buy at the moment, and yeah, obviously that's gonna have quite an issue with the wait, how many of these? They just keep going forever. Jeez, game loft, simmer down a small bit. What the heck? Like, a company that has absolutely no idea of how to target anything or program anything. It's great. It's just like a shop so crammed full of junk that it crashes. Absolutely amazing. That is, I mean, A+ work there really with that. Okay, so had a literally a commercial break there, just to That's nuts. I had to go off and see a way of fixing that. So if you have the shop bugged at the moment, one way to fix this is if you've cleared the cache as the things are loading up inside here, it is to allow some of them to load up and follow along. And when it's about halfway through loaded, press B and come back out, back to the main menu. Give it about a minute or so for the game to simmer down a bit, and then go back into the shop again, and then allow the stuff to load some extra bits and pieces. And I had to do that a couple of times before it would actually load most of the stuff. Okay, my Lotus Avija special pack isn't there, but I'm not buying that anyway, because whoa, that's €100 for a Lotus Avija. But yeah, this is just insanity. This I counted this out in another video, but there's 34 DLC items available at the moment, which is just, it's so many that the shop breaks. And I rant about this in the end of the British season video that I've just uploaded, and like, yeah, realistically this is terrible. Like, you have so many stupid things inside here that it actually just breaks the store. And one that I found amazing as well, like that, and I mentioned in the British season, is the fact that there's card packs available for a load of weird junky cars, and the Bentley from the Legend Pass is not here. It's been just overlooked completely. So whatever. This is really just, it's telling of where the game is right now. However, I'm gonna start up this F1 LM. I'm sorry this video is delayed by, yeah, several hours into the next day. I wanted to put this up on day one, but I literally couldn't get blueprints for the car. So fuck it, whatever. It's just a stupid game. Pile of, yeah. Now, and I do know about it this time, there are relay packs here for the F1 LM. And yeah, it's like, it's not too bad a deal, especially considering the fact that these are 900 tokens. So it's 5 blueprints for the next one, 7, and then up to 10 blueprints for 1,500 tokens. It's not bad. Again, if you, like, say, if you're in a position where you need 4 blueprints, definitely, like, maybe consider spending 1,000 on that. It's just up to how many tokens you have. I've got a lot at the moment, and I haven't even started on that burst of speed, so I'm just going to throw down on this one just to bring it up to that second and third star, I would think, at least. Oh, just went back to check my card from the actual thing and picked up an epic from there. Woo, that's kind of nice. But yeah, let's see, how many do I actually need for it then? So F1 LM, 14 blueprints needed for the next star up, and then it's 34 from that. So a total of 48 blueprints. It's going to be quite costly to bring it to that third star, I feel. With the actual worst possible luck, it would be 14k tokens. So hopefully this costs in and around the 5k. Maybe 6, 7. It really does depend on how bad or good luck that I actually end up with that. And yeah, I'm trying to think, recent look for events, it hasn't been too bad, to be honest. So if this does bring me down well under the kind of 17k mark, I would be kind of expecting to end up around there with this. With these blueprints again though, thankfully there's a chance at the Fenner Super Sport inside there, and the Genty as well is actually one where I need a single blueprint for that to max it out. So could be cool enough here and get like a couple of things that I need from this. But at the very least, yeah, gonna start up that F1 LM for the start of the Grand Prix. I'm gonna be trying to do videos on this one throughout, unless bits and pieces come up. It should be possible to do a video, hopefully. There we go, the Genty finished. And okay, only, yeah, 3 from that for the F1 LM itself, which is bad, but still, that is the Genty completely finished for me. So unexpected in a way, but at the same time very nice to have that one maxed out. I can start up right now because no need to wait on this, and I need the Genty anyway for the burst of speed. I think I still have this tuned to only the 4-star rating, but yeah, there we go, another maxed out car in the garage. And yeah, indeed, 3 blueprints for the actual F1 LM from this. So I always say it, if you are going to star up cars, just keep in mind that you should have like at least the bare minimum tokens for the absolute worst case scenario. So for me, that's 15k k worth of sweet 6 from there. It's not too bad. But yeah, for me, I know that the absolute worst case scenario is 15k. So if I didn't have 15,000 tokens, I wouldn't even begin to start off trying to do this, because it would just make no sense. Always, you can have bad luck. Oh, the star up is in this one at least anyway. So there's 3 more. And I think, would that just be started up from the final set? Ah, cool. 27, so 1 over. Brings it up from 2.5k to 2.8. So definitely, and I mentioned this, I'm in a group with a really cool racer, Super LM, and yeah, he was chatting to me on Discord. He's got a gun for this car as well, and I'm like, that's really cool. And I'm sure there's probably going to be another couple of pros in the group with us, but it is just a case of like, if I get the car, awesome. If I don't get the car, it's happened. But you know, it's just, I want to put my best foot forward into this GP, and that would be by throwing down tokens at the very start of this. And yeah, like, everyone's gonna happy enough to see people getting cars in this game. I'm not gonna complain too much if I don't get it. I'll mind a bit. We'll see though. But yeah, go for that 3rd star as well then before the first stage of this one. Let's see, is that just 3 blueprints? So I need 30 things. So I need 10 by 3 blueprints for it. Let's see, buy one get one free. Why the heck not? Let's go for these. There we go. There's no guarantee obviously with the buy one get one free blueprints, but unless there's a limited number on the actual packs that you can buy, yeah, I think it works out better to just effectively go for that. Oh, there's 3 down for that. Still no sign of the other W Motors blueprint. I know it's a very uncommon epic, but still, it's kind of sucks to have it at just 1 blueprint away from max. But that was the way I had the Genty as well. So let's see, 1 more. Yeah, why not? Let's see. Oh, weird, and it would have been 1 extra for the thing, but 1 blueprint for the 911 GT3 RS. That's useless, but still it's better than nada, I guess. Let's see, just be dropping down below the 20k mark then with the next set. 3 more. And like, as long as you kind of like getting 3 to 6 impacts is something I'm never really too upset about. Oh, there's actually 9 at least in this one, so that's cool. Bring me, yeah, like significantly closer to it. So I need like 15 more still, but yeah, like 9 from a single pack. So I'm expecting a couple of single 3 by blueprints coming up. Let's see, buy one get one more free. Yes. TVR Griffith, awesome. And a Pagani. That would be fantastic if you actually did need the Pagani blueprints for sure. But for me, it's just trade coins. And trade coins aren't exactly the worst thing in the world, because I'm getting ready for that Ferrari season. So I've spent a ton of trade coins on the epics for that. Oof, at luck in this bag. 3! Yay! Oh. That's like, it's kind of crazy because that is 300 tokens per blueprint for the car, but at the same time, like, I guess that's kind of what you expect. If you look at the actual cost of buying the blueprints directly for real world money, like, that's insane. The cost of the actual GP packs for this. So there's 3 in this, not enough to upgrade it though, so won't be a jackpot, I believe. No, there can't be, because if there was a jackpot, it would get that star up icon straight away. So 28 out of 34. So I need a further 6 blueprints from that. So hopefully on this next pack, let's see. If I shoot over this, that'd be quite cool, because I don't mind going for the 4th star as this GP progresses. Cool. So it's a guaranteed unlock then with this set. And let's see, 68 extra trade coins. So this one's a guaranteed unlock. Anything that goes beyond, I'll be happy enough with, because as the Grand Prix progresses, obviously there's going to be a lot more practice blueprints and stuff like that. Hey, awesome. The fender finished off, and let's see, just 3 for the F1 LM, which is exactly what it needed. But yeah, that's cool. The W Motors fender, like that was the old Multiplayer 1 car, and I got it so close to being gold, or well, upgraded to the max, but never actually got that final star. So yay, that's several stars up for really nice cars. And like that fender is cool. It's just like a souped up version of the Lycan Hypersport, just a slight bit more power in every way. But yeah, that's one that has kind of been on my to-do list for quite a while to get that one to the 6 stars. So thank you, PAX, for the F1 LM. You're really good, even if you don't end up giving me the F1 LM. And oh, there we go, star up ready for the GP car itself, which I think I'll do right now, because you know I need to get that thing on the track and tune it up as well, actually. So rank gone up to 3.1k, and definitely in a good position with that, hopefully to do a decent enough time. Now, like I said, my Grand Prix group has a couple of players inside there who are really decent, but you know, it is just a case of do your best kind of thing with your Grand Prix. 46 blueprints towards the next one for the 4th star, which I will, like, as the Grand Prix progresses, I'll see if that is something that I want to go down the route of. Now, that would obviously be very costly to do as of right now, so if the car would be completely unobtainable because of the group, then I wouldn't go for it. But yeah, 17k tokens, it's not a bad position. I don't think I'm going to be spending anything on the speed tail in this thing, and yeah, I've come away with like maximum Genti, maximum Fenner, and yeah, the 3-star version of this car. Really happy with that. Let's see, that was a 17k in total for the 2 stars for that, which means it cost me a total of this amount. Now, thanks Future Editing Storm for putting that number in there, making it really easy for past Storm. Anyway, let's see, get this thing tuned up though. I'm going to bring it onto the track, and yeah, so 33 seconds with the 1-star version of that. And this is, like I mentioned, you know, yesterday, this is one where definitely it's not going to be incredible. I have a feeling that like on water side, like obviously it's going to be significantly faster, but in terms of just launch and stuff like that, and being such a short track, I don't know, will it make a gigantic difference, this one being up to that 3 stars. But the tomorrow's the whirlwind curve stage, yeah, that's where those stars are going to pay off, because I have a feeling that people with the 1 or 2-star version of that car even by then will suffer quite a bit without the upgrades tuned up. And like I mentioned, apologies that this video didn't go up sooner. Obviously, I think you see earlier with the crash. Yeah, didn't really have much in the lines of options about that. But I'm going to take this one for a spin at 3 stars, see what it can do on the track at that, and yeah, then hit up an actual live run and see what it can put in as a time on that first stage. Now, let's see what this 3-star version can do then. And yeah, I have a feeling it's, like I said, it's going to be somewhat faster, but it's mostly the handling around corners where I'm hoping it retains a lot of that speed, because this thing has a devastatingly high top speed for a B-class car. But yeah, it obviously also has the body of a 1995 supercar, so it's definitely suffers slightly in terms of just, yeah, the age of it. And I do think that was represented really well by the team. So like, it's kind of cool just the fact that you can feel that the car definitely it shows its age, but like not in terms of just that crazy engine is obviously still present. Oh, bad kick up at the end there. But yeah, that knocks a whole second off of the 33 seconds time. So Yeah, that's not bad at all. That's 1/30th of the time with that car. I mean, it's obviously going to be significantly better over a longer track, because one of the main things with this car is that top speed, and as it gets tuned up, it'll be able to get to that and then hold it for more of the races. So at 32.4, that's not too bad at all, but it is just leaning heavily on the star rating there to make a full second in the difference over my previous time. That would obviously, from the racers who have raced already in my group, that would put me in first position as of right now, but that's only a handful out of the 20 racers who are in the group. So really do have to see kind of who else decides to throw down some tokens on this one and say they want the key for this really nice old McLaren. Now, so I did first run there and put in a 32.5, which is probably the worst of my attempts so far with this in terms of any of the practice. So definitely going to throw down practice number 2 with this. That's good old GP nerves coming into play there, and yeah, just messed up a tiny little bit. But like these shorter tracks in particular, a tiny mess up can be the difference between, you know, like a couple of hundredths of a second, and that in a Grand Prix like this, like 100 of a second can be the difference between getting like 20 points from a round or 50. So definitely gonna want to do better than that. Represent more with the 3-star version of this car for sure. Let's see, nitro down here and sling drift. Shockwave, back up the speed, and just take it out then just to regain some nitro for the launch up. Should be getting a small bit more airtime on that launch up there. That's going to cost me a fraction or two of a second in time. 32.4, better, but still not ideal. But let's see. And like obviously that's in first place with this group, but that is generally the pathway that I would take with this. And realistically, what I might do is there's 16 hours left, and what I will do is I'm gonna wait up, see the people who are in my group who are left to run, and let them take a shot to leapfrog over me. And then what you can do in these, which is pretty class, is I'll go back into practice and then watch the pathway that they're taking. It's going to be more or less exactly the same. Realistically, this is just a case of me derping out 400ths of a second on myself, but I'll be able to do more practice as well then and see if I can cut down that time. So yeah, that'll be in part 2 of this thing, because yeah, people are actually doing a couple of runs now at least, so 7 racers have gone. But yeah, like I said, it's just going to be yeah, by the time part 2 of this comes out, you'll see how I got on with the first stage and how my group is kind of shaping out. I'll give a look back on that. But oh, this video is long enough. I think there's like 2 cars maxed out, 2 star ups for the F1 LM, and several game crashes. But yeah, guys, as always, sub button up there over my head. I'll be doing the stages in this. I will be definitely trying to get these ones out on day 1. This was just a case of tragic, like, shop not functioning, and I didn't want to race this with a 1-star car. Other videos from me here and here. If you find these useful, always please leave a like. There's no more dislikes, which is weird, but yeah, shoot a comment down below. It really does help out the channel so much. Even though there isn't a like and dislike scale, they do still help to push the channel out to other people to watch them. But yeah, as always, guys, good luck and drive safe in this GP. Mind your tokens and your cars.